Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gon' do it, then do it. Don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you ain't built like that.
Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bill Stadium here in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Locke to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a first down. Locke now on first down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Locke on the give. It's Lindsey. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Set, ready. 10-2, son.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 50,
Throwing on first down is Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down now, it's Lindsey, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on third down, Locke got a man. It's Jeudy, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 25-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Locke now on first down. Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. The stop there on third, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Second and goal from the 1. Running left, it's Gordon on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football, just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there, ends up getting spilled for a loss.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Locke working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a sub.
Sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line.
47, check back 47. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Jewell on the tackle.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Hey, hold.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Singletary.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 1.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
To return is Roberts. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that's incomplete.
Allen's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's bring. 4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. What?
On first down, Singletary. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Singletary.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Dancing to his left. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
It's a gain of 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
16-yard line.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll run on first down. Singletary. He will push his way down to about the 14.
The ball carrier.
Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
14-yard line.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
5.
Operating from the gun. Allen, his pass caught at the 4. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll look to run with Singletary, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 51 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check, 47. You ain't going nowhere.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He hits Beasley right side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Allen now on first down. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through.
Good. Makes the score Bills 28, Broncos nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Jewell on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 40-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Here's Singletary. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line. And now they'll throw with Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he could break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of...
He's got daylight past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 75 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. They will run with Singletary. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Done by Von Miller. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Singletary again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Singletary, a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. Singletary. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bills on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st down, Denver.
On 1st down, Locke. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
After the sack on 1st down, Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
He certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Record.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Go, go, go.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Singletary.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 32. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission. I think
you took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They find some open field here. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They run here with Singletary and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
In your face.
On second down, Singletary. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The kick by Bass is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to
Jerry Jeudy, 74 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
25-yard line.
47. Check, 47. Not today, you are.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Bradley Chubb.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Let's go, D.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.